Desk with meteorologist Kevin Phelps.
Well, traffic is starting to pick up here across our area, but the temperatures certainly have not. Feels a lot like a typical October morning now, from I-80 at Walcott to River Drive here in Moline to I-80 at Brady. You can tell fog isn't a major factor for us, and we have clear skies as we're looking out towards the east here this morning, and this is allowing us to start things out in the mid-40s here in the Quad Cities. Average low is 47, so hey, we're right on par for average here pretty much in the Quad Cities. You are down to 43 in Maquoketa and 45 in Kewaunee, now down below 50 degrees there in Galesburg at 49 and 51, one of the warmer spots there in Burlington. So again, by October standards, this is pretty typical. You're going to want the jacket here for the next few hours, but we are going to really be able to warm things up effectively here today. Some light winds here at the moment has stirred up the air enough again to prevent any significant fog from developing. But our main story here today is going to be this cold front. Well, we've had an active weather pattern here really over the last week and a half. No front has been able to produce any rainfall for us. This one might be able to change that. In fact, it stalls out here south of the Quad Cities here late this afternoon and overnight, and this becomes the focal point of maybe a couple of showers here as we head into the overnight, very early morning hours on Friday. So with the sunshine and our very dry air mass, I think models kind of underdoing our temperatures a little bit. I think most of us are going to be in the low 80s today as opposed to the upper 70s. But as this front stalls out, clouds increase tonight. Here we go very early tomorrow morning. Some scattered showers stretching from Ottumwa down through Kewaunee and Galesburg. A lot of this is out of here by 8 and 9 o'clock. Most of your daytime hours are dry here on Friday, resulting in widespread highs in the mid-70s. Hey, got some football games Friday night. Look for temperatures mainly in the 60s throughout those games. Now, as you head into Saturday, we're going to be ahead of the next front, and this one's going to be stronger than what we're dealing with here today. So we're in the mid-60s here early in the morning. Mild starts. We are firmly in the warm sector. This gives us very strong south winds, a lot of sunshine, so increased fire risk and fire danger here on Saturday. But notice the temperatures, all of us in the mid-80s. You're going to get close to 90 across central Iowa. So if you are heading to Ames, pregame temperatures in the 80s throughout, mid-80s at kickoff, and that's at 6:30 in the evening as you get closer to sunset, obviously cooling things back into the 70s. Again, any rainfall here tonight looks to just kind of set up right along Highway 34, maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch, and there is enough where you might hear a stray rumble of thunder. But otherwise, this is not going to be enough to put any sort of dent in our dry conditions or moderate drought that's starting to develop south of Highway 34. We'll get an update on that here a little bit later this morning. The next front, again, arrives Saturday night into Sunday. Doesn't bring us rain, so it cools us back to the mid-70s here on Sunday, and then we're off to the 60s and 70s here next Monday, and we're going to have a couple of cool mornings next week, but specifically next Tuesday, we could be in the 30s and 40s there by sunrise.
Habitat for Humanity Quad Cities has been around since 1993, and in those 31 years, they have built and renovated